Well, it was funny too because like I think I had read, I had recently at the time seen like I forgot when Pulp Fiction came out, but I remembered no, it's not Pulp Fiction. It's Kill Bill, when they have this discussion of what Superman is and what his opinions are about humanity. He's just like, Superman's opinion of humanity was what he made Clark Kent to be, this bumbling freaking idiot that was incapable of basically doing anything, and that essentially that was Superman's opinion of humanity. And then I started thinking of, you start thinking of the origins, and this is also the kind of when Superman died and everything, how I hadn't paid attention to Superman for years as a comics fan. Like, I think anybody who's into superheroes, you go through your Superman phase. Right. And then you realize, he's Superman. Right. How interesting could it be? And then so you stop paying attention to it. But after he died, I'm sitting there going, dag, now what? And then when they brought back the 4 Supermen, then they had me. I mean, I glanced at the other ones in the shop, but I bought Steel, and I'm sitting there going, a black Superman, I'm all over this. And then the more I read, the more pissed I became, because I was sitting there going, what you mean the brother can't fly by himself? What you mean the brother, his name is John Henry, which then sent me back to the whole John Henry myth to kind of go, well, okay, if you have any kind of background story that you could tell about a black superhero and why he came into being, how are you going to go to the John Henry story, the black man competing against the machine, and he wins, but he loses? I'm like, that's the best myth we have that we can draw upon for some kind of background story. So that was kind of phenomenal. So that he had to create his own armor. He wasn't bulletproof by himself. It was like, so it was kind of like the, he had a superhero that had to literally create his own shoes, his own boots, and his own bootstraps in order to actually be a superhero. And then who did he fight? He basically it was the kind of Du Boisian double consciousness, because the villains he fought were the villains he armed with their own weapons that he created himself as an intelligent black man, creating weapons that would be used against killing other black people. And so the idea that Superman could basically, he's preventing planets from hitting other planets. He's stopping whatever being is trying to take over the earth. He's keeping the integrity of, the multiverse together through his intelligence or something like that. And that Superman, or the black Superman, was in the middle of DC stopping some gangbangers from shooting each other with a weapon he helped create himself. I mean, that I just thought was, the juxtaposition for that was just so dramatic and so depressing in certain respects, because I'm sitting there going, Superman represents the epitome of what a super being could be, and that someone had the idea that the black super being, the best he could be, is a protector of the black community, of some marginalized black community that was shooting each other up. And it's just like, at a certain level, I'm kind of caught with this, because I'm like, if one had to think about what's the most kind of difficult problems that African Americans confront, and how could a super being kind of resolve that problem? I'm like, okay, so it would be cool if he'd he fights crime and protects his relatives from getting shot and his hood, and then every now and then he helps save the earth. Steel didn't give you that. I mean, it was just like, it's like he literally had that, he was a ball and chain to DC and black issues that marginalized his interest from, white folk that were kind of like, it kind of made you kind of funny in Steel. So in Superman, everyone knew who Superman was. White, black people, Latinos. And Steel was kind of like, white people probably, in DC, probably like, there's a black superhero? I mean, so it was just the juxtaposition I thought was just so astounding.